moments of quiet reflection, our minds often drift to the mysteries that surround the second coming of Christ. Welcome to DecodeVale, where today we delve deep into the prophetic scriptures to uncover the 7 pivotal signs that herald this divine event. The rise of false prophets. The journey toward the second coming is marked by numerous signs, and among the most compelling is the rise of false prophets. Jesus himself warned us in Matthew 24:11, "And many false prophets will appear and deceive many people." A false prophet, in the biblical sense, is anyone who claims to speak the words of God, but instead spreads falsehoods and leads believers astray. Their danger lies not only in what they say, but in how they say it, often with great charm and conviction, making the deception all the more perilous. Throughout history, we've seen figures rise who fulfilled this dire prophecy, from the infamous false messiahs of the Middle Ages to modern cult leaders who claim divine insight to manipulate and mislead. Today, the digital age has amplified their reach and influence, allowing false teachings to spread at an unprecedented rate. This surge aligns disturbingly well with the prophetic timeline, signaling to us that we must be ever vigilant. The rise of these prophets is not merely a cautionary tale, but a call to action for every believer. It urges us to sharpen our discernment, to return to the scriptures, and to strengthen our faith in the face of deception. How do we, as a community of believers, fortify ourselves against the influence of false prophets? What steps can we take to ensure our faith remains unshaken by the allure of falsehood? Let's discuss this in the comments below, and may our dialogue strengthen our collective resolve. 2. Wars and rumors of wars. As we delve deeper into the signs of the second coming, we encounter the prophecy of wars and rumors of wars. This forewarning is vividly detailed in the Gospel of Matthew 24:6, where Jesus tells us, "You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come." The phrase wars and rumors of wars encapsulates not just the physical battles fought across the globe, but also the psychological warfare of misinformation that often precedes actual conflict. This dual threat stirs fear and uncertainty, shaking the composure of nations and individuals alike. Historically, humanity has never been free from the shadow of conflict. From the world wars that reshaped nations to the Cold Wars that froze international relations, each era has seen its share of turmoil. Today, with real-time media and digital communications, rumors of potential conflicts can spread even faster than the conflicts themselves. These ongoing conflicts and the pervasive fear they generate serve as a stark reminder of Christ's words, urging us to stay spiritually vigilant and not be swayed by fear. They remind us that while wars may be a sign of the times, they are also a call to peacemaking and reconciliation in our communities. In a world often divided by war and strife, how can we, as followers of Christ, be instruments of peace? How do we hold on to hope and continue to foster unity in the midst of global unrest? Share your thoughts and actions in the comments below. 3. Increase in natural disasters. Another profound sign of the times we explore today is the increase in natural disasters. Scripture foretold this, as Luke 21:11 warns, "There will be great earthquakes, famines, and pestilences in various places, and fearful events and great signs from heaven." This prophecy is not just about the frequency of these events, but also their magnitude and the profound impact they have on our planet. Scientists attribute this rise to a combination of natural climatic cycles and human-induced changes in the environment. From the vast stretches of drought-ridden lands to the overwhelming floods displacing millions, the surge in natural disasters serves as a stark reminder of our vulnerability and the urgent need for environmental stewardship. These calamities challenge us to reflect on our relationship with our environment. They compel us to act, not just to mitigate the effects of these disasters, but to prevent future ones through conscientious living and policy changes. As stewards of God's creation, how can we contribute to a more resilient planet? What steps can we take in our communities to prepare for and respond to these natural events? I invite you to share your initiatives and thoughts in the comments below as we ponder our role in this prophetic sign. For the spread of the gospel worldwide, our journey through the signs of the second coming brings us to a truly inspiring prophecy, the spread of the gospel to all nations. As Matthew 24:14 proclaims, "And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come." This prophecy highlights not just the expansion of Christian doctrine, but also the profound impact of the gospel on various cultures across the globe. It speaks to the universal appeal and adaptability of its message of hope and salvation. The digital era has further propelled this spread, breaking down traditional barriers of geography and language. Through television, radio, and the internet, the gospel reaches corners of the world that missionaries of the past could never have imagined. But the spread of the gospel is not without challenges. In many parts of the world, sharing and practicing one's faith can still lead to persecution and hardship. Yet these challenges often strengthen the resolve of believers and the bonds within the Christian community. As we witness the gospel's journey across nations, it prompts us to ask ourselves, how can we contribute to this divine commission? Whether through prayer, supporting missions, or sharing our faith, each of us has a role to play. What's yours? Share with us in the comments below. 5. Persecution of believers. As we explore the signs foretelling the second coming, we encounter a deeply troubling yet significant prophecy. The persecution of believers. Mark 13:13 warns, "You will be hated by all for my name's sake, but the one who endures to the end will be saved." This prophecy underscores a harsh reality faced by many in our global Christian community. Throughout history, from the early church martyrs to modern-day believers living under oppressive regimes, persecution has been a persistent shadow accompanying the spread of the gospel. The forms of persecution may vary, ranging from social ostracism and legal discrimination to physical violence and death. Yet the underlying challenge remains: maintaining faith in the face of overwhelming adversity. Despite the grim reality, these trials often strengthen the faith of communities, forging a deeper sense of identity and fellowship among believers. They remind us of the profound biblical truth that suffering for one's faith can lead to spiritual growth and ultimate redemption. In the face of such trials, how can we support our brothers and sisters who suffer for their faith? And what can we learn from their courage and commitment? Let us find ways to extend our support and learn from their unyielding spirit. Share your thoughts and actions in the comments below. 6. The rebirth of Israel. Another pivotal sign of the times that we explore today is the rebirth of Israel, a prophecy fulfilled that continues to astound scholars and theologians alike. As Ezekiel 36:24 states, "For I will take you out of the nations, I will gather you from all the countries and bring you back into your own land." This prophecy's fulfillment began with the declaration of the State of Israel in 1948, an event that marked a miraculous turnaround in Jewish history. After millennia of exile, the Jewish people re-established their sovereignty in their ancestral homeland. The establishment of Israel is not just a political event. It is a profound fulfillment of biblical prophecy that holds deep significance for both Jews and Christians. It represents a promise kept and a cornerstone of eschatological expectations. Yet the story of modern Israel is complex and fraught with ongoing conflicts and challenges. It serves as a living reminder of the enduring nature of God's promises, and yet it also poses profound questions about peace, justice, and reconciliation in a region marked by long-standing disputes. As we witness the unfolding history of Israel, how should we as believers interpret and engage with these events? What role does this fulfillment of prophecy play in our understanding of the times we live in? I invite you to explore these questions and share your insights in the comments below. The Great Apostasy. As we conclude our exploration of the signs preceding the second coming, we turn to a somber yet crucial prophecy, the Great Apostasy. Paul warns us in 2 Thessalonians 2:3, "Let no one deceive you in any way, for that day will not come, unless the rebellion comes first, and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the son of destruction." The Great Apostasy refers to a widespread falling away from the faith, a period marked not by the overt persecution of believers, but by an erosion of religious conviction and moral clarity within society. This prophecy highlights a cooling of spiritual fervor, where societal norms increasingly diverge from biblical teachings. This isn't just about numbers dwindling in church pews. It's about a profound shift in worldview, where secular ideologies gain precedence over spiritual doctrines. It challenges us to reflect on the integrity of our own beliefs and the vigor of our spiritual practices. In the face of this prophesied apostasy, our call to action becomes even clearer. We are urged to stand firm in our faith, to engage lovingly with those who doubt, and to be beacons of light and truth in a world that seems increasingly adrift. As we ponder the signs of the Great Apostasy, let us ask ourselves, how can we cultivate a resilient faith in a time of spiritual lukewarmness? What steps can we take to revive the fervor and commitment that once defined our communities? Share your thoughts and initiatives in the comments below. As we've journeyed through these 7 signs, it's clear that each one challenges us to reflect on our own spiritual path and the world's direction. What are your thoughts or experiences with these prophetic signs? Share your insights in the comments below. This has been DecodeVale, where we uncover the hidden truths waiting to be revealed. Keep seeking, keep questioning, and until next time, may your journey be enlightening.